Hi there. In this video, I want to go over how to generate content and dominate the international markets. And the reason why I say dominate is because there's not as much content written in Portuguese, Greek, Spanish, Thai as there is, for example, in English. So any of the modes works for this, simple mode, titles mode, or I guess the advanced mode with presets, but we can go over the advanced mode, right? There's over 150 languages, right? From Afghan to Czech to Croatian. I mean, there's the whole plethora of languages here you can generate content from. Now, the good thing about this is because most content online, at least the majority of it, is in English, you can dominate these other markets that are underserved in different languages by having journalists write the content for you. For example, and I speak from experience here, I'm Portuguese, I'm from Portugal, right? And in Portugal here, first of all, it is easier to rank websites on the first page of Google and even first place than it is, for example, in the English markets, US or UK or Canada or Australia. Why is that? Because, of course, there is more competition. Not only is there more competition, but there are more people posting and pumping out content, right? Whereas, for example, in the Portuguese markets, whether it's because we're a bit behind in terms of tech, which is, of course, normal, right? We're not in comparison to the US market, for example, we are a less powerful country, and that's a whole different story we can go over here on here. But my goal here is to show that if you generate content in Portuguese, Spanish, Greek, all these other languages, because the markets are underserved, because there's fewer people posting content in all these languages, it is more likely that we get to rank higher than the stuff that's already out there. And what is more is that sometimes there isn't even humanly written content that is serving a person's search intent. That means if someone is searching for something specific in a specific language, sometimes there isn't enough content that's humanly written on Google to serve that intent. So if we can go out and leverage journalists and produce content in any one of those languages that is rich in images, rich in videos, in internal links, external links, table of contents, bold without words, proper headings, proper structure, and take that content and post it online on these languages, most likely we're going to rank higher because we're satisfying people's search intent, right? So there is a lot of opportunity to capture people searching in the international market. So don't just use journalists for English. Use it for all these other languages because it works great. Now, I'm going to do Spanish because I would say that most people that understand English, which is the language I'm speaking here, kind of do also understand Spanish. I know some people in the US take Spanish as a class in high school, so I'm going to go with Spanish. Portuguese people also understand Spanish. Brazilians also understand Spanish. It is a Latin language, so most people in Europe tend to also understand it. So let's do Spanish. Let's say, for example, actually, let's look here for a Spanish site. Let's do comprar espadas España. So essentially, buy swords in Spain, right? A Spanish store that sells spades, right? All these ones. So let's just copy this URL here if this loads. Let's do this. So this is a fully Spanish website. Let's paste it in here, even though it is .com. It is cuchillerabarcelona.com. And now let's give it a description. Let's do in Spanish as well. We can go here to Espanol and just copy whatever it is on their about page. Now, the reason why we paste in the business here, the URL, which is optional, is because if we do so in the article, we're automatically going to have an external link from the article to our website. So let's just go here and leave it at Spanish and search here for their about page, which should be somewhere here, our company about us. Now, let's just put this in Spanish and let's do this. And then just paste it in here, right? Including article images. Let's do one article and let's do Spanish and let's hit generate. Now, we did this with the advanced mode, the simple mode, right? We could have done it with the titles mode or the advanced mode, which again would allow you to select these other modes, the keyword-based mode, which again, you can go a bit more in depth with this. I've recorded the videos in the past about this. You could again choose the creativity levels, the tone of voice, the structure. You could set up internal links, external links, more images and formatting and all that. But again, this is just a video to show you the capabilities and the reason why we think you should leverage journalists to tackle these international markets. So let's just wait for this to generate. And while it does, again, I want to emphasize the fact that there's a lot of opportunity out there for these international markets, which oftentimes are underserved, right? There aren't enough people pushing out enough quality content in these languages, right? And by leveraging tools like journalists, which help you with AI get the articles, or at least 99% of the way there, right? With a featured image, right? A table of contents, in-article images, proper H2s, proper H3s, proper content, internal links, external links, all of this, right? It gives you your 99% of the way there. So I often give this analogy of a stair, right? Let's say this is our goal, ranking number one on Google or having the best type of content possible, right? This applies also to the English market, right? English speaking market. But let's say we're only talking about the international market. This is the international market bubble, right? If you are writing content in a foreign language that is not English, first of all, you need to be fluent in that language, right? If you're not, it's hard to do so. You need to outsource, you need to spend more money on that, spend more time on that, on finding a proper person to write that for you. Now, if you're using journalist, not only do you start up here because journalist writes in all these languages for you, but let's say, for example, you knew how to write in Spanish. You would still start from here, or maybe from here, right? But with journalists, you start from up here because we give you automatic internal linking, automatic external linking. We scour the internet for images that are relevant to your content, videos. We give you the proper structure of the article. So instead of you starting down here and having to go up one step, up two steps, or even three steps, you're already starting up here, and then it is 99%, the work is 99% done for you. So you just have to maybe proofread it a bit, edit it a bit, change some images up, change some things, and you're ready to go. So you improve the speed and the quality at which you can put out content in a foreign language, even if you don't speak that language. But even if you do speak it, still journalist gives you the upper hand because, again, images, internal links, external links, all that. So let's go over how it looks like and click view here. And this is our article in Spanish, right? I mean, I won't translate it, but you can change the images. As you can see, these are of course, swords, right? Explore the wonderful artisanic swords, table of contents, right? All in English, all in Spanish, sorry. Images that make sense, right? Where they came from, where the swords came from, the artisanal markets, where they were built, all this, right? Conclusion. So all this is something that you can either just post straight to WordPress or to Shopify or whatever, or other integration you have set up, or just copy it and paste it to your WordPress site. So again, this gives you the upper hand if you're targeting international markets. Super valuable. Try it out. And again, I'll catch you on the next one.